Libra, what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your time and energy. I am Deborah, and this is Purusha Intuitive. So welcome to your end of December reading. Happy New Year. I hope all is going well for you. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, welcome. You know the drill. I do timeless readings as well. I really believe it's about whether the message resonates. Remember that energy is fluid. It transcends time. And yeah, so if this is meant for you, you will know because it will definitely resonate with your situation. All right, Libra. See where we go. All right. Ooh, the runner. Okay. So dealing with someone who's non-committal, this could be you. I actually feel like this is more who you're dealing with because Libra is all about partnership, relationship. In the zodiac, it governs that partnership, relationship, coming together, etc. So always kind of working towards the highest and best. This is this is kind of like understanding that whatever was going on in the past, whoever you're dealing with, it's a cycle, right? It's kind of just like the same thing over and over and over again. And this person is popping up, within this last week, okay? The Sword and the Rose. Probably coming to bring in some information about what was going on, maybe reasons that they were running away, etc. Like I said, this is past relationship, and perhaps that talking card just fell out. So perhaps, I feel like you have a lot of just kind of unresolved issues around this, like unresolved feelings. I do feel like this conversation is definitely going to bring a lot more clarity to why things were the way that they were, but definitely make sure that you're not letting this person kind of work their magic, so to speak. You want to make sure that they're actually like legit and following through with their intentions or what they're trying to offer you, because remember, they are in this runner vibe, right? And you are the chaser, and the dynamic always plays out. Yeah, King of Coins coming through. The dynamic always plays out that you're the one going after them. Obviously, this can be vice versa, depending on your situation. You'll know where you fit accordingly. I do personal readings, so if you want me to look at your situation a little deeper, just give me a shout out. I would love to support in whatever way possible. All right, but let's look at this. Okay, so things are changing. I like that. This is the Wheel of Fortune. That means the wheel is set in motion, that things are changing. And it is also that concept of karma, right? So what we sow, so shall we reap, right? And I feel like that's kind of the dynamic of what has been going on with you and this person, You might have walked away from them and switched the dynamic, and that's kind of why they're coming back to replay this old stuff. There we go. That's that fresh new beginning. But you're seeing things a little bit differently, and this is, again, probably some of the information that they're coming in with. Let's see what they're going to talk about. Okay. You could be partnered with another air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The King of Swords is someone who's just incredibly analytical, rational. They don't make decisions out of their feeling or emotion. It's all about what logically makes sense. And I almost feel like this person, maybe that's how they made their decisions, right? But unfortunately, with that Ace of Wands, to me, that's kind of like, it's that chemistry, it is that sensuality, it's the passion that kind of connects you. And maybe that's how they always approached relationships, I get this vibe that their relationships in the past before you have been really superficial. They probably didn't know how to have a relationship. Yeah, and they're feeling left out. I mean, it's, I feel, you know, I mean, and that's kind of where, that's the thing. So you really want to make sure that you understand what this person's motivation is for coming back, for connecting. And you kind of have to sift through it, because for some of you, this person has not healed. They've not grown, you know? And so it's kind of like I was saying, it's the same cycle. It's the same thing on repeat. You've played this song before back in the 80s, right? 80s, yeah, I think CDs came out in the 90s, so that makes sense. But anywho, yeah, so it's like I said, it's there. Yeah, dude, I feel like, yes, do they love you? Of course. Do they care about you? Of course. Do they want something with you? Of course. You've probably been the best person relationship wise that they've had in their life, you know? They were looking at things more through the lens of that sexual connection. You know, they liked that runner chaser dance. It was kind of like the high that they got from it. And also like destructive cycles. So there is a part of them, you know, that does want to reconnect. You can feel that. I mean, and I feel like for you, this is someone that you feel connected to. But the Two of Cups it's to me, especially in your reading, Libra, it's more of like a baby vibe, right? Like it's the beginning, it's the potential of new partnership, especially when it comes to love. There is harmony, but there's a lot of growth that needs to be done as well, you know? And if someone is showing up and they're not healed, or they've not really reflected or done the work on the places that they were showing up like this for you in the past, then you definitely have to take into question, like I said, their motivations. I don't think that this is how you wanted things to work out. I think there is still a lot of pain and disappointment around it for both of you, but your intuition is telling you exactly what you need to know. And this energy really comes through as understanding that this offer is coming more out of the space that, you know, maybe you've rejected them at this point, you've moved on, etc., versus them, like I was saying, like actually coming from that healing standpoint of like, hey, I see where I was wrong, I apologize. You might get an apology. I do think, like I said, some clarity kind of comes through for you, which is a blessing. But, you know, I don't necessarily see things moving forward because, you know, like we talked about, it's not enough. It's not enough, you know, and I feel like you've kind of, you know, you've had enough, right? I mean, this is basically saying that this person is coming back not with it's not a bad intention, right? But it's not the highest and best, you know, like I said. And it looks like they have been afraid to communicate with you, afraid to connect with you, not moving things forward. This is justice. It's governed by Libra, your energy. You could be in a legal battle with them, especially like if you have kids together or financial property together, etc. And this is really talking about, you know, this is that element of being able to look at things bird's eye perspective, more of a diplomatic manner. And this is kind of like, this is basically saying that you guys have not been able to do that for each other. So therefore things are staying stagnant. They aren't moving forward. But it does look like this person reaches out. Yeah. Like I said, but it's coming more off the attraction. It's coming off of, you know, yeah, like being very attracted to you. Like I said, it just seems very superficial reasoning. they're trying to get in your good graces. You know, they're trying to, like I said, I feel like they're going to bring some sort of answers to your questions. Let's look at you a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's not how you wanted it. High Priestess right there. So that's your intuition. Your intuition is telling you exactly what you need to know. So if you don't feel like this person, if their motivations are on point, then, you know, take that into account, you know, no matter how much you love that person, because what you're growing towards, Libra, what you're building, what you're manifesting, you're actually bringing in your heart's desire, especially when it comes to partnership and relationship. This is such a oh my gosh, dude. This is such a powerful energy. And we have 1, 2, 7, if you want to know. But this really speaks to like you being able to sense exactly what this is, their reason, their motivation, and you're kind of on a different path right now, right? You're working towards like what makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled, because the dynamics of this relationship did not, you know. There was a lot of pain. It's really hard when someone can't commit, when they keep running away, etc. This is so powerful, guys. So I cannot emphasize enough. I've said it 20 million times in this reading already, right? The value of you listening to your instincts, really making sure, like I said, whether or not this person deserves to be in your life, you know, and not in a way to throw shade at them, right? We all have our woundings. We all have things that we get triggered about, places that we run away or become codependent, etc. But you have grown beyond that, Libra. You're actually putting yourself in this position of refinement, abundance, claiming what you want, claiming your power. The Empress is such an amazing and beautiful energy. It's like you are so amazing. You embody so many valuable gifts, and you yourself need to be able to see that, right? So this is exploring. I mean, I feel so with the spacesuit, it is a way, yeah, there we go, that confirmation on exploring. The spacesuit really talks about, yes, exploring different worlds, different universes. If you go back to this person, it's just going to be the same thing, right? You've been there, done that, etc. And this map confirms that need to kind of like look beyond. The spacesuit also talks about this value of like life support, oxygen, you know, where we kind of get fed. And these relationships, that runner-chaser vibe, yes, they're incredibly addicting, 100%, because it's very, it's toxic, unfortunately. You get addicted to the highs and the lows, and it's very easy to get sucked in, but it's not really that valuable intimacy, that we all desire to have. Especially you, Libra, especially when you're showing up as the Empress. This is saying you can have it all, right? But you need to believe that. You need to tap into that abundance, right? Using your source of wisdom to make the right decisions, you know? I always look at it like, especially if we're in a dynamic where we're working to move away from an ex-partner, it's really important to kind of reflect on not just the things that make you feel good, but reflect on how did this person make you feel? How did they show up for you? You know, there's been a lot of breaks, there's been a lot of bumps and bruises, etc. in this dynamic. And, there's only so many times you can repair that string, right? There's only so many knots. And I think you have to kind of weigh out how valuable this is to you, whether you want to get back into this. You might love and care about this person 100%, but is it for your highest and best? And that's really a question only you can answer. If you choose to go back, it's putting you back in this cycle again. Essentially it's like, when we don't learn our lessons. And unfortunately, we have to, like, spirit, universe, God, however you understand it, it puts us back into this cycle that we have to, you know, you're going to go back through this dynamic of this person running away and the pain and the sadness and all that stuff. So what I love to do personally is play it through in my mind. And that really gives me a good, you know, sense of whether I want to get involved in something or not. So guys, I hope this helped. I know it's not easy. I'm sending you lots of blessings, lots of power. You got this. Just make sure to listen to your instincts, what you want, you know, out of this situation, what kind of partner person that you want in your life long term. If you like the video, definitely, you know, like, share, subscribe, check out my other content. I love building this community, support, sending lots of love and blessings. Thanks for tuning in.